Good afternoon, and welcome to Lifelong Learners. And I'm your talk show host, Terrence Perry. And today, I have a kind of different, I have a different show for you today. I have a different spin, but of course, it's going to be a great show. I have some nuggets that I'm gonna drop along the way throughout the show. That's gonna be awesome for people that want to become authors or have already started to writing their first book. But in that process, I got some nuggets that I want to drop on you to let you know how to publish your book, how to write the book, and but I'm gonna drop those later in the show. But what I do want to do initially, I just want to thank you all for tuning in today. I want to thank the audience for continuing to tune in every Tuesday evening. I look forward to having the guests here to talk with you all and to share their mission, their purpose, and their causes that they are about um, today. And I just want to thank my producer, niece Amnon. Uh, how you doing today?
I'm
You
fine,
know,
and you're welcome. Thank you.
all right,
You're the
man.
one that's doing stuff for the community.
Well, between that and
Well,
you producing and
yeah.
we
All
getting
right.
it out there, so hey, it's the hey, we call it a team effort to get that word out.
Yep.
And today, before I get further into the show, I just want anyone that want to call in today, feel free to call into the show at 919-518-9773. Any questions that you may have about the show, about how to come on the show, call in and ask, and I can inform you of what that process is to come on the show. Is not hard. It's just really a matter of contacting me through my phone number, or you could email me um, to get booked on the show. So feel free again to call in at 919-518-9773. And I want to share with you today because we're getting ready to, well, we're already into the holidays, and I want to talk to you today about myself as an author. A lot of you know that I am an author. I've written 4 books, and my books are about personal development, personal empowerment, and and I'm working on a current book now, Healing the Hole in the Soul, which I was hoping to have that book out by Christmas, but we're not going to make that deadline. But the other books, and I do want to just share with you. One of the books that I do have available now is America's Awakening. That book has been available um, throughout much of the year, and it's on Amazon. The book is on Barnes and Nobles, and it's a great book about this society, but it's also about the individual because it takes the individual and it takes the society to to make this country work the way it do. And I say that to say because this book it goes deep into a lot of the things that a lot of people they care not to talk about, they care not to bring up, but it's called America's Awakening because it is an awakening. A lot of what have gone on in America and what's going on, I talk about it in the book. But at the same time that I talk about those things in the book, I point the finger back at us as individuals. Everybody have to look at themselves and say, what have I done to change my community, my household, myself? What have I done to change this society? You know, what have you done? You have to ask yourself that. A lot of times we try to place blame and we find blame in others, but actually we have to look at ourselves and we have to uncover what it is that we're covering up in ourselves that make us want to blame others instead of facing, just facing ourselves. Anything that happened in this country is because we allow it to happen. Anything, uh, we allow it. We as a people, we as a unity of people collectively, we make up America, and we should be able to determine how this country moves forward. It's we the people, not some of the people, those people, or these people. It's us collectively. But that's what the book talks about. You can get the book again on Amazon. You could also go to Barnes and Noble. This book is available on any of the book resources. If you want to, you can call any of your local bookstores to order the book. They can have it in within 24 hours to 72 hours. It's a great book to give as a Christmas gift. Now, also, I have the other book. It's called My Message of Self Worth, and this book is also available on Amazon, Barnes and Nobles, and it's also about personal development and personal empowerment. Um, my message of self worth. This book is more of a testimonial about myself and about others, but it's also about how do you feel about your own self worth? How do you validate yourself? And what do you value, or how do you devalue yourself? How do you value, or how do you devalue yourself in relationships? You know, you have to ask yourself about your self worth in relationships that you are involved in, whether it be your marriage, your partnership, but it speaks to how you value you. It's a great book. It's a great book to have going into the new year because it gives you a new outlook on your own life, on how you want to conduct yourself, how you want to be respected, and what message do you want to put out there about yourself. Because what you put out there is what you're going to get back. So again, that book of self worth is also it's a book of personal development. It helps to build self confidence. It helps to build self esteem, of course, self worth. But it is also part of a process of you have to free yourself mentally and spiritually to get to the next level in what you're trying to do in life. But you won't get there if you don't value yourself enough to take yourself to the next level. You got to value you, and no more than what you value, no more than how you value you, be is going to dictate what you do out here in the world. It's going to dictate how far you go. It's going to dictate how far you think you can go. So again, that book is on Amazon. It's on Barnes and Nobles. It's in any of the traditional or non-traditional bookstores, whether they be wholesale bookstores or whatnot. These books they are available. One other book that I do have that I want to is called Reinventing Yourself. And reinventing yourself, it also talks about investing in yourself. This book is also, again, you can just go to Amazon.com, or you can go to Barnes and Nobles, or you could go to my website, terrenceperry.com. These books are available on the website, but the website send you to a link but it sends you to a link to Amazon. You can also get these books on createspace.com. Locally, you could look at in some of the libraries that are we're in Raleigh, North Carolina, but throughout Wake County. If you wanted to just go in the library to pick up the book, you could. The books are available in the library. If they are not, the librarian can she can have the books in the library within a couple of days. If they're not in one, they're in one of the others. They're not in all the libraries in Wake County, but they are in a few. So they are available locally. What I'm getting ready to do, excuse me, today is Tuesday, but on Friday, I will be going into 4 different counties in North Carolina to donate the books to some of the public libraries. I will be in Durham County. I will be in Franklin County, which is my home county. I will be in Cumberland County, which is Fayetteville, and of course, Wake County. There's a few more libraries that I have to go to in Wake County. So I'll be in Wake County, Durham County, Franklin County, and Cumberland County. All day Friday, I'll be out and about going to different libraries, donating these books to the libraries. So feel free to stop by your local libraries. Ask again for terrenceperry.com. They should be able to, if you just ask my name, they should be able to pull the books up from the library. If you don't know the name of the book, just mention my name. They are available. So again, anyone that want to call in, do feel free to call in at 919-518-9773. We're gonna be talking to a author a little later in the show. That well, the surprising thing is that she's a young teenager, but she's written a couple of books already. So she'll be on the show in a little later. We're gonna talk to her about how she got started into the book world, but also again, just in talking about anybody that has just started writing a book or wants to write a book and how to get your book message out. One of the easy things to do once that book is done, or if you have just gotten it published but not knowing how to market that book, is to partner with your local libraries. That's one of the ways to get your name out there. From that platform, you can start doing workshops in the local libraries. They will start to calling on you, and then there would be other civic organizations that they'll see your name on the flyers and the monthly newsletters that come out with the library, and they will contact you to start doing speaking engagements for them. The good thing about doing those speaking engagements and some of those workshops, that they're gonna want to pay you to do that. So that's a nugget. I want you to keep that in the back of your mind as a local author, or if you're a first-time author that's just getting your name out and your message out, is to partner with your local libraries, because that's just a platform that don't cost you anything. You don't have to go too far, and that gets your word out. It gets the book out. It gives you an opportunity to start promoting your book, talking about your book, and you get an opportunity to interact with the people that comes in the library. Most people come in the library, they want to know who the local authors are. So, you know, it makes you a local author that they can touch, they can see, they can talk to. You can autograph their book, or a lot of them may ask you to come speak at some of their events. That's good information to utilize going forward. Because just as you use your local public library, also look at the universities that's in your city. A lot of times you can partner with those universities in getting your book message out also. What they'll do, they will ask to buy some of your books, depending on what the book is about. But if it's like my books are personal development, they're self-help, and they're personal empowerment. So a lot of the psychology departments, sociology departments, political science department, a lot of the departments in the universities can utilize these books, and it gives you an opportunity. It's another platform for you to go to those universities to, to do speaking engagements. Again, some of those speaking engagements will be free, but some of them will be paid speaking engagements. And I would also add that if you are a new author, also join a Toastmasters group, because as you join a Toastmasters group, that helps you to learn how to speak to large audience. It gets you prepared to speak to large audience when you're doing speaking engagements. They will prepare you from beginning to end. There are so many ways that they will prepare you to, do speaking engagements. So, because just because you write a book, don't mean that you know how to speak about that book. It don't mean that you are good at standing in front of a large audience just because you wrote a book. When you're writing a book, that's usually behind the scenes. That's an introverted method, which is if you're an introvert, that's easy for you. But if you're not an extrovert, then being out in front of people, being out in public, that's the hard part for you. So, uh, Amnon, you have a question? Talk to me,
Yes.
sir.
I mean, for those who would like to be authors, a lot of people today are talking about self-publishing. Did you do any of that in your with yours, or you went directly to a publisher that?
No, I didn't go to a publisher. All of my books are self-published, um, because going that route is cheaper. Uh, is cheaper, but at the same time, I went through using Create Space, and I would advocate to anybody that's just starting to use Create Space. I say that because they will help you to do as much as you want them to do, or they allow you to do as much as you want to do using their tools, and they don't charge you anything. So I've used Create Space.
Is
I
that
think the only thing I paid for was my ISBN number, which is probably $5.
is that createspace.com?
Yeah, createspace.com. Createspace.com is I guess is under the Amazon, uh, the Amazon books. It's like a parent company of Create Space, and I hope I'm right in saying that. But yeah, I self-published using Create Space because a lot of it I could do myself. Now they are available to do as much as you want them to do, and you will have to pay, or they have to choose. Just go on this site, and they tell you every step to take to publish your book. They also have the tools that you can use to publish your book. Now I do use Create Space, and I use their templates and use them to market the book through. Um, when I go on Create Space, all my books are in all the bookstores because on Create Space there's a button that you hit called Extended Distribution, and that puts your books in every bookstore pretty much across America. That's like the Amazons, the Barnes and Nobles, and all the wholesale bookstores. When you hit the Extended Distribution button. Now, if you don't hit extended distribution, then your book's just limited to createspace.com and Amazon. But when you publish that book on CreateSpace and you hit the extended distribution button, then that makes your book available on all the book platforms in the United States. You can also hit you could go to um, um, beyond extended distribution to internationally. Your book can be anywhere in the world available in other countries.
Why wouldn't you do that?
Well, because why wouldn't you do it? Because when you do that, there may be, I'm gonna say, there's a cost.
Okay.
There's a cost because there is a percentage that you'll get, and there's a percentage that the companies will get. So you have to weigh out which is more important to you. I would say going long term, I would do that all the time. But if you just getting started, you may not want to go that route because you're not going to get the biggest percentage. Um, I'm gonna say of the royalty. If it may be a 60-40 split, they may get 60%, you may get 40% of the book sale when you do the extended distribution. And it just all depends whether you do just the local distribution with, say, Create Space and Amazon, you'll get 60% and then they'll get 40%. So that change and shift. So if you want to go international, then you may get the 40 and they may get the 60. But that exposes you to more visibility. Now you're visible internationally instead of just nationally. And so you have to figure out how to make that work to your advantage. Again, these books are available, and these books are good Christmas gifts to give because they're personal development. And going into 2017, you want to be you want to go into 2017 empowered, or you want to get empowered going into 2017. These books are empowerment books, so they will empower you to take the steps that you need to take to do the things that you need to do going forward in 2017 and the rest of your life. Whether it be in your relationship, if that relationship needs to end, this book talks about relationship, not just ending relationships, but then again, you may want to take that relationship to the next level. But it helps you to figure out if you need to be in that relationship or not. Is it working for you or is it working against you? This book also, and it's called Reinventing Yourself. Because again, this book talks about jobs and career. So it helps you to prepare for job interviews. It helps you prepare for your next career. If you are in a transition, say you've done this one job for a long time and you want to do something different, this book helps you to understand how to make that career transition. It also helps you to expand on your thinking about entrepreneurship. So those are some things to think about as you go forward in the new year, as you move into 2017. Uh, these books are available. Again, they are self-empowerment books, so look forward to getting these books on Amazon, getting these books on Barnes and Nobles, getting these books also on CreateSpace.com. And with the extended distribution, these books are available national and internationally through any bookstore that's available to you. So I'm gonna move forward. Like I said, I have a guest coming on today, and my guest is a teenager, just getting out of school. Actually, middle school. Just getting out of school, just got here. So I'm gonna introduce you today to um, a teen author. Um, she's in the 8th grade, and her name is Leilani White. Did I say that right?
Yes.
Okay. Leilani White. I'm glad to have you here today. How you doing?
Good.
How was school?
It was good.
All right. So school was good. You were good.
Yeah.
And so being that you're here now, I want you to, um, and you may be a little nervous, but don't be because you'll get comfortable as as the show go on. But just tell the people who you are and about the book, just a little bit about the book that you co-authored, and tell us a little bit about you. You're an 8th grader.
hmm
Tell us a little bit about you and you doing the book, and I'm gonna ask you a few questions to kind of get you more into it. Okay.
Okay. Well, my name is Leilani White. I'm 13 and I'm in the 8th grade. I go to Wake Young Women's Leadership Academy. And me, my mother, and my sister wrote a book called Young Person's Guide and Journal to Healthy Hair. And it's basically about my hair journey through curly hair and going natural. I've never worn a weave or anything like fake hair in my hair, but I had a lot of heat damage because I used to straighten my hair a lot. So I watched a lot of YouTube videos, which inspired me to take steps to going natural again. And my sister also inspired me too because she gave me some tips on like what I should do to go natural. So I watched a lot of YouTube videos, and that helped me a lot.
Okay. So before we get into the book a little further now, and I want you to tell the I want you to tell the viewing audience a little bit about you as a um, as a student at school because you're doing extraordinary things. You're academically gifted. You're involved in the National Junior Honor Society. Tell us a little bit about the things that you were involved in school, um, like that society, and then we're gonna get into your the book a little more
Mhm.
afterwards.
Well, in seventh grade, the end of the seventh grade year, I got inducted into the National Junior Honor Society because my grades were AB honor roll. I was on the AB honor roll, so yeah, I got inducted to the National Junior Honor Society, and basically in that society, we do a lot of community service work, and in order to get into the society, you need like good citizenship, service, and leadership. So those were the main reasons I got in there. I had to write an essay and explaining why I should be in the society, and I got inducted. And so, since that was at the end of the grades, at the end of the school year, in the beginning of this school year, which I'm in eighth grade now, um, we're doing a lot of work to help out the community around our school, and hopefully we'll go out further more. And so we're just focusing on that for now. And I'm a chairman, so I'm the person under the president. So that was majority vote, and I wanted to try something new, so I just tried out for that because I thought it would be something good, and I could put that on my resume for the future if I want to get a job somewhere. So yeah, I I'm pretty happy about that.
So you received you received what is it, the Girl of Merit
The Girl
Award?
of Merit Award. I was one out of 10 girls in the Triangle area in North Carolina to be selected. My mom signed me up, not thinking that I was gonna get in because a lot of girls have been signed up for it, and I got in. So we went to a ceremony, and it was you needed the same traits as the National Junior Honor Society, and that's the main reasons why I got in. And yeah, it was pretty exciting.
So, and I'm gonna continue on now. You also have, and I don't know if you still do. You are a tutor. Do you do Spanish? Are you a Spanish speaking tutor for younger kids?
I'm learning Spanish. My mom teaches a Spanish class
Okay.
at a church, and I'm learning Spanish in school currently. So, since my mom's speaking the Spanish class, sometimes I help her out with the students that she's teaching because I know most of the stuff that she's teaching already. And hopefully I can become fluent in it because my mom, like my whole family's fluent in it. So, and that could be good for the future. Also, if I want to get other jobs.
So, well, let me. Sound like we got a guess. Yes, guess.
Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm calling into the radio station just trying to send some support. Miss
Okay.
White?
Go right ahead.
Hey, Miss White, you don't know me yet, but this is in yourself. I'm just calling to give you a little bit of support on doing the great things you're doing in the community, and just look forward to seeing you and meeting you on Saturday. I know
Thank
you don't know me
you.
yet, but I will see you on Saturday.
Thank you.
All right. Well,
All right?
we appreciate you calling in, and if you have any questions during the show, feel free to ask. If you have any concerns, do share. But yeah, we do thank you for calling in, and I'm sure she's gonna be looking forward to having you and anyone else that you invite on Saturday. So thanks for calling in,
All right.
Leilani. Let me add now. I want to before we get into the current book that you have, and this book is called "Addressing Your Tresses."
It's called Young Person's Guide, a journal to healthy hair.
Okay. But now, when you were 9 years old, you also authored a book, um, epilepsy
In my world.
in my world.
Hmm.
Can you share a little bit about what inspired you to write that book, and just how did you get into that writing process at what, you're 9 years old then?
Yes.
Yeah, tell me a little bit
Um,
about that.
well, epilepsy, that's a disorder that my uncle used to have, and he passed away from it on July 4th, 2011. So that inspired me to write that book. And it just talks about the journeys that he went through and what I experienced, even though I've never really seen him like have seizures like that before. But from what I know, I just like took that and wrote a book about it because I wanted to inform the world on what epilepsy is. And like not everybody, most people think that uh, people who have epilepsy do drugs and stuff like that, and that's why they have it. And I wanted to let the world know that that's not the reason. That's not always the reason.
Girl, you are awesome at such a young age um, to be able to articulate and write, to put your thoughts into words to credit, because I get calls every day, and I get emails on people that want to know how to write a book. They want someone to coach them, to help them to write a book, and these are adults. So you have already written a book at 9 years old, and now your current book. Now, how old are you now?
13.
You're 13 in the eighth grade now. So you're already doing what a lot of adults want to do, and so I guess you are inspiring other youth, but also adults are inspired too, to yeah, write that book. So let's talk about the current book that you have now, and can you tell us a little bit about how that process? Now you and your sister got together to write the book. It was about your hair and
Hmm.
your regimen for how you do your hair. How long have you been doing your own hair?
Well, I started doing my hair in, I think, the seventh grade, like the beginning of seventh grade during Christmas, because I asked for hair products because I wanted to start doing my own hair. And my mom and my sister, during Christmas, they were uh, doing my hair, and they were like, "Your hair is really tangled." And they were like, "You need to learn how to start doing your own hair." So I was like, I might as well take matters into my own hands to learn how to do this, because it took them hours to do it. And I was like, I don't want to go through that pain anymore. So I just decided to learn how to do it. And now I'm here.
Okay. So once you learn how to do your own hair, then you figured out, did you write the steps down? Because you did your own, say if you did your hair every day, then you got the process down pat.
Hmm.
So did you think about that process, and then you wrote it down uh, in a I mean, how did you do the process to write the book? How did you think about it? Uh,
Well, my mom kept like encouraging me. She was like, you can really inspire people by if you write a book about your hair. And I was like, well, I was a little iffy about it, but then she was like, she told me to write down the products that I use, my hair regimen, and then she was like, just write down everything that you do with your hair. And then I was like, okay. And then she was like, I think you should make a book out of it. So that we basically wrote the book together. And then, yeah.
so, but let me ask you this, and this just off the cuff comment. Would you be a beautician? Is that something that you would do?
Um, I don't like, honestly, I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do. I wanted to be a singer, but that was like when I was younger. I wanted to be a lawyer, but I didn't really know what a lawyer was. And I found out lawyers sometimes, if they know that their clients did something wrong, then they have to lie for them. And I don't like lying. So I was like, I don't think I should do that. So I'm still trying to figure out. I like hair. Like my sister's a cosmetologist,
Okay.
and maybe she'll inspire me to start doing hair
Mm.
um, for a living when I get older.
Okay. All right. So, and I'm gonna come back to the book. As we talk throughout the show, but I also want to ask you, like, now you're in the eighth grade.
Hmm.
You're getting ready to go into the ninth grade, which will put you in high school. So, how are you thinking about that transition from middle school to high school, or have you thought about that yet? What is it? Is about 6 months away?
Yeah.
So have you thought about what high school gonna be like next year? Are you ready for?
Yes, because the high schoolers tell us some crazy stories, and they're like, it's going to be a lot harder next year. And even our teachers tell us that, like, it's going to be way harder next year, and the teachers are not going to let you pass by, like, if you forget to do your homework or you don't turn it in. And I was like, well, I don't think they have to worry about me for that part because, like, I always turn in my homework. But one thing I do need to, like, improve on is procrastination because sometimes I'm like, should I do this now or should I not? And then I end up not doing it then, but I still finish it. I finish it on time. I just do it later on when I don't want to because I get distracted with other things like YouTube and yeah. So next year it's gonna be a journey, but I think I can get through it because there's a lot of high schoolers that are there to encourage us and stuff like that.
Okay. So now I want to. I'm gonna try to find out what kind of thinker are you? Because I heard you just say that you sometimes you do procrastinate, but you can wait till the last minute and still get things done, and you still get good grades in doing it. So
Hmm.
so would you say that you are a planner or idealist? Do you have a lot of ideas, or are you a doer? Like that person that likes to go in. You know how you go in the lab. Like I don't know,
Hmm.
do y'all still do science lab projects?
Yes.
Do you like doing the hands-on stuff, or do you like thinking of a lot of different ideas that you share with the group, or are you a planner that when you kind of get to yourself and kind of just plan things out? Which type of person do you think you are
I
mostly?
think I'm more of a planner because, like, even if I have to do something, sometimes I'll write out my whole schedule for the day. And I'm like, okay, so as soon as I go home, I have to do this, I have to do this, I have to do this. And if I don't, like, if homework is on my list and I don't do that right away, I skip to the next thing and then I come back to homework. So that's usually why I procrastinate on my homework, but I still get it done. So, like, yeah. I think I'm a more planning person.
Okay, so let me ask you this now, and I also heard you say that you do watch a lot of YouTube videos. That now, and most people think when you say YouTube videos, they're thinking music. When I think YouTube videos, I'm thinking of learning and training, and because you can learn anything on YouTube. It's a whole world of learning and training that you could do on YouTube. Now, and I say that to say, I want to ask you, how do you think you learn best? Do you learn best um, by watching things on YouTube, by them, like seeing like video? Do you learn
Hmm.
best by video, or do you learn best by having a teacher in the front of the room, telling you this and that, and you write it down? Or do you like to get to yourself and kind of like read and study on your own? Which which way you are you most comfortable learning?
Well, for learning, I
Mm,
like when the teacher breaks things down to me
okay.
instead of like gives everything to me all at once so I can actually comprehend what they're saying.
Mm,
And like for like YouTube, if I'm
mm,
watching a video about hair or something like that, I usually remember what the person does, so I wouldn't have to like have things broken down to me. It's just certain things that I
mm.
need broken down so I can understand.
So you kind of versatile.
Hmm.
So going into your freshman year in high school, have you thought about? And I know you said you thought about being a lawyer, but you don't want to lie. uh, so, what other things have you thought? Because I'm sure you're thinking about college.
Hmm.
Um, have you thought about where you want to go to? Well, what you want to study in college? Have you fi- kind of figured out what you want to what lane you want to stay in? What's your interest?
Well, I really like animals, so I was thinking about being a veterinarian too.
Okay.
So, I don't know any veterinarian schools. I haven't looked that up yet, but I'll probably get to that soon. And then I was also thinking about NC State, but then I'm like, everybody goes to NC State, and they might not have the things like that I want to major in if I go to college. Like, they might not have the resources that I want there. So I'm still looking around, and my mom was like giving me a suggestion about Meredith College, and I'm like, but I heard that's all girls too, and I'm already in an all girls school, and I just need a break from girls sometimes. So I don't know. I'm still, once I find out what I want to do, then I can start looking for the colleges too.
Okay. So now, when you go to when you're a freshman year in school, what school will you go to as a freshman?
I'll still be in the same school because my school runs from middle school to 10th grade. And then for 11th and 12th grade, they send you to St. Augustine's. So I'm probably going to stay for high school and go to St. Augustine's too. But a lot of my friends are like leaving to go to a different high school and some other high schools like early colleges because that's what my school is.
Okay. So you want to your school takes you to the 10th grade. Uh, Hold on. Do we have a caller? Hello, caller.
Hello. Hello. Calling to speak to Danita White and Leilani White about their podcast.
Okay. Listen, they are here, so feel free to share whatever you want to with them. Go right ahead.
Right now. Okay, they can hear me?
Yeah, they can hear you.
Okay. Hi, you guys. It's my aunt. I
Hi,
wanted to ask,
Maat.
hey, I'm so proud of you.
Thank
So proud
you.
of you. I'm literally crying. I wanted to ask you, how did you find the discipline to write the book?
How did I find the discipline?
Hmm.
Yeah, because you're so young. You're an inspiration to me, and I'm in college.
That's a good question. I just think I want to inspire other girls like me to be natural because a lot of people don't embrace their curls. Like when I was younger, I wanted to have straight hair because I thought curly hair was too much to handle and I didn't really like my hair. But then now that I'm older, I'm like, if I know how to deal with it and I actually put an effort in time to deal with my hair, then I can I think I love curly hair. So now I don't even want straight hair anymore because curly hair girls can have it both ways. They can have it straight and they can have it curly.
That's so true. Oh. Okay.
So you don't. So was your hair straight at one time?
um, I used to straighten my hair a lot when I was younger, but I haven't straightened. Like I set a goal each year when New Year's comes around. I set a goal each year to straighten my hair like a certain amount of times each year so that I won't get a lot of heat damage and stuff like that.
Okay. So, caller, Demita, you
Yes.
gotta hold on, caller. Stay on with us for a minute. Demita, you gotta.
Yeah. Hi, my aunt, and all the listeners out there. I just wanted to say the reason why she was inspired to write the book, or I inspired her to write the book, was because everywhere we go, people are asking me, what do I do with her hair? What do I put on her hair? And I said, well, you have to ask her because I don't mess with that hair anymore. And so they would be so in awe that she would just lay out this regimen to them. And I remember we were at Walmart, and this man said to me, he said, "I see where she gets all her hair from." And he pulled out a picture of his daughter, and he said, "She has the same kind of hair. What can I do with it?" I said, "Please speak to her." So everyone that was on the line turned around to hear her instruct this man on what he needed to do for his daughter's hair. And and I would see how little girls would look at her hair in awe. And I said to her, I said, "You don't observe how people observe you, but I do." And I said, "You need to put this in a book." And so that's how the inspiration came about for the book.
All right. So, so Carla,
Yes.
uh, uh,
Yes.
are you in the process of writing a book yourself?
Yes, I am. I am in the process of writing a book, so I'm just
Hold on.
very impressed.
Walk away from the computer for just a minute so we can get because the background noise is coming in. Or
Okay, is this okay?
No,
no,
no, it's
no.
not. You need to walk away from the computer or lower the volume on the computer.
Is this
Yeah.
better?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
go ahead.
Yeah, I am in the process of writing a book, and it's really, really hard. So I was just really impressed with, how young she is and how motivated and disciplined she is.
So tell me, what's the hardest part about starting to write a book from your perspective? What are you having trouble with? I know you said something about being focused or being disciplined.
Yeah, just being disciplined and, finding the will to write regularly and just work on it. But, yeah.
Uh, well, you on a college campus, right?
Yeah.
So that might be a little hard. You might have to stay in that room and close the door and cut the I guess YouTube or Facebook and stuff off and don't answer that phone. You got to block that space out to where you're not gonna let anyone interrupt you, and you have to be disciplined enough to do that because they are called distractions, and with those distractions, you'll never get it finished until you get you have to get serious about blocking your own time. As they say, you have to guard your time like a pit bull. Because if you don't guard your time like a pit bull, then people are gonna distract you all the time. So you'll never get it finished. But
I hear you. I hear you.
as
Yeah, I'm
Leilani
trying.
has done, hey, she wrote a book in at 9 years old.
Right.
So this is her second book. So now, Leilani, you all are doing an event on Saturday.
Mhm.
Carla, are you going to be at the event on Saturday? Would you share the event?
Probably not because I live very far away, but I will be supporting
Okay.
from my home.
Okay. Well, listen, I appreciate you calling in, and I hope that helped you to move forward. Because if you have a book in you, which everybody do, you definitely need to get it out. So, Leilani, I hope she's inspired you enough to where you're going to be disciplined enough to get that book done.
Yeah, she definitely has.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Leilani, can you
Bye,
tell?
guys.
Bye.
Can you just share with the viewers on the event that's coming up? Is it Saturday?
Yes, it's Saturday.
Okay. Would you just share what day the event is about, where you're gonna be at?
Um, it's a youth summit that my mom is hosting, and they're going to be talking about bullying, entrepreneurship, teen dating. They're just going to be giving advice to the teens, and I'm going to be there doing a workshop about hair. So, yeah, and then I'm going to be like promoting my book there too. And hopefully, I inspire some girls like me or even boys um, to go natural.
Well, do I need to come? Is there anything I can do? If anything you can do with this? So you gotta inspire. Okay, so you're inspiring people to go natural.
Mm-hmm.
And are you gonna have the ingredients? Now, are they gonna need the products to put on their hair?
Um, well, I'm gonna bring the products that I use, show them the products that I use, and yeah, I'm
Hold on,
gonna
do
show
we
them
have
to them.
another call? Is there a caller? Let's take this other call real quick. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Yes, you are on. We can hear you. Um,
Oh, okay. Hi, Leilani.
Hi,
It's Monte.
hi, Monte.
Hi, Jamita.
Hi, Monte.
I was just calling because I wanted to say how proud I am of you and your ambition. And it's just ironic that you're talking about like your book and your natural hair process because I'm actually like doing my hair right now in the middle of doing like a twist out and it's taking forever. But it just has me feeling like really proud about the steps that I'm taking to go natural, even though like sometimes it's not as easy as just like going to the Dominicans and getting a blowout or whatever. And I just want you to know that, like, even though, like, it may seem like it's not, like, where you are, it's not where you want to be, like, you're definitely inspiring so many people, like, in the natural hair care movement of young girls. Like, when I was 13, I couldn't even imagine doing my own hair and, like, seeing my own curls just as a black woman. Like, it was always about, like, relaxers and things like that. And so, me and my sister were always, like, emailing each other like, yo, look how long my hair just got. And you know what I mean? Like, we're always like sharing those different products that we use. And it's just so important that you start at such a young age because like it is going to empower you and everybody else in the future. And I just want to say that I'm so proud of you. And let me know where I can get the book so I can buy the book.
Okay, thank you.
Love you, Monte.
You're welcome.
Love
Love
you.
Okay. So will you let the viewers know where they can get your book and how they can get it?
If you go to youth entrepreneurs, dot youth, yeah, youthentrepreneurforlife.com, you can you go to shop and you can buy it there, and it's $11.95 online.
Okay, great. I'm going to get it.
Thank you.
Okay. Now say that one more time for the viewers again. They
Youth
can go to
youthentrepreneurforlife.com.
okay, and they can just order the book from there.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Order what book?
Oh, yeah,
My
hold it up. Yeah, hold it up so they can see the
Tell them the name again.
oh yeah, my
No,
brother
they
didn't
won't
read the
see
book.
it. Just-
Young person's guide and journal to healthy hair, and that's what it looks
Yep,
like.
there it is.
There we go. And say it again.
Young person's guide and journal to healthy hair.
Good.
Now, so where did I get the term dressing for tresses? That's not the name of the book. Where did I get that?
No.
No, that's a subtitle.
Oh, okay.
Subtitle.
I was like, oh, okay. I thought that was the. Oh man, I put that at the title, at the heading, but it's the young person's guide and journal to help their hair.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now you're gonna do the workshop on Saturday. You're gonna have hair care products there to sell as well as your book.
Well, I won't be selling hair care products, but I'll be selling my book. I'll just show like my audience what hair care products I use
Okay.
on my hair.
Okay. So does those hair care products that's what make your hair curly?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. So we got another caller. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Yeah, caller. We can hear you. Feel free to say what's on your heart.
Hi, guys. It's Aria.
Hi, Aria.
Hi. I just wanted to let you know that I'm super, super proud of you.
Thank you.
And your hair looks pretty.
Thank you.
Now, Aria is your sister.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And you also you helped to co-author the book. The
Yes.
yeah, you helped co-author the book,
Yes.
and you also are you a beautician also?
Yes, I am.
So you have those skill sets as well.
Yes.
Do you do your own hair?
Yes.
Okay.
I do my own hair. I used to do her hair, which was not an easy task.
So you are teamed up to do this book. Now, will you also be available on Saturday for the event this coming Saturday?
I will not, unfortunately. I live out in the city now, so can't quite make it.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, listen. Do you have any other anything else that you want to share with
I
the?
just have one question for my sister.
Okay. Just one.
What is the one thing that you want, young girls around your age to know about natural hair? What does it mean to you?
Um, well, I would say that natural hair is a gift and you should be able to embrace it and not be ashamed of it or anything like that. And to learn how to manage it because that's also very important because you can't have natural hair and not know how to take care of your natural hair. So, yeah, that's one thing I would want them to know.
Well said.
You got any other questions for your sister?
No, I'm done bothering her.
uh, well, hey, we appreciate you calling in, and I know she does, and I know also that I'm sure that she's also glad that the two of you teamed up to do the book, and just you supporting her as a bigger sister. That's great.
Always.
Yeah, that's just great. As I mean, that family connection, and just sharing your gifts and talents together. You can't beat that. So again, just want to say thanks, and I'm sure she appreciates you, but we appreciate you as well. So thanks
Thank
for calling
you.
in. Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. So look, we have one more minute left on the show. Is there anything that you want to tell the audience today, about the book? Just anything that you want to share. Again, t- tell them again who you are, what grade you're in, and the book that you have available, and that you also be available on Saturday to have that book available to sell. Right, you'll have
Yes.
books for them to pick up. So let them know again where they can come and pick their book up on Saturday.
Well, I'm Leilani White. I wrote the book, Young Person's Guide and Journal to Healthy Hair, and you can get it at youthtrepreneurs 4 life.com, and it's 11.95. And yeah, also in the book, I listed all the products that I use, from leave-in conditioners, shampoos, deep conditioners, and I listed my regimen and I listed how to detangle your hair and what tools like brushes and combs you should use also.
All right, Leilani.
Where,
And
where,
the youth summit is going to be at the Dream Center in Raleigh, North Carolina.
Okay, and the
The
Dream
Dream
Center,
Center.
that's on Spring Forest,
5616 Fox Road.
Fox Road.
And it's
Fif-
from 1 to 6 p.m.
okay, say that again. 5616
Fox Road.
Fox Road, which is off of Spring Forest Road. We call it Mini City if you're in the Raleigh area. Um, at the what's the name of the church?
The Body of Christ.
The Body of Christ Church. Is Pastor Redmond still the pastor of that church? Okay, but yeah, that's the Dream Center is awesome. It's big. It's you're gonna love it. Show up, show out. Again, we want to thank Leilani for coming on the show today and for being just an exceptional person in heart and in spirit, and also just in inspiration. She's an inspiration just simply, the fact that she, just being her, being who she is and what she does. She's writing book. Are you looking to write another book anytime soon, or is that on your agenda of things to do? To
Um,
write another book of some sort.
Maybe in the future. I don't know yet, but it depends on what I'm writing the book about. It might not just be about hair,
Right.
so yeah.
All right. Well, look, don't stop writing. Um, I encourage you to keep on, keep putting those books out there, keep watching those YouTube channels. Hey, that's that's the ticket. All right. So I want to
That's important. Keep God first.
all the time.
Yes.
Keep God, yeah, all the time. God first, and just follow. Hey, just follow suit accordingly. All right, guys. So look, I want to thank you all for again. I want to thank the audience for tuning in as you do every Tuesday. I appreciate the support. I want to thank the guest Leilani for coming on, and Demita. Um, just thank you all both for showing up today. And oh, I didn't ask you, what do you want for Christmas?
Um, well, I want a camera, a Canon Rebel T6i, so that I can start a YouTube channel. I already have a YouTube channel with my friend, but it's not like focused on hair, so I want to start my own YouTube channel and about everything, and not just about hair, but like about me.
All right. So as Demeter said, put God first, and maybe those things will follow. So Christmas, that camera may be there. But I want to thank you all. You all have a great evening, and I look forward to seeing you all again next Tuesday. Be blessed. Have a great week. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
You are tuned to the Nissan Communications Network. If you tuned in too late, you can always watch each program in its entirety or download an MP3 audio file of it in the archives section on nissancommunications.com. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Twitter, and like us on Facebook. Sponsored by Atomos.com, makers of quality video recorders and converters, CarolinaApparel.com, and DeltaForce.net.